YouTube, what's going on? And welcome to the 25th episode of my FIFA 16 Boca Juniors career mode. In today's episode, we are going to be playing 3 Barclays Premier League games, along with the first knockout stage game of the Champions League. This episode couldn't have gotten off to a worse start as Hull City come down in the 24th minute. They do whip in a cross and they do score the goal with a couple of poor deflections. Munoz, a center back who doesn't play a lot, I put him in for this game, made a crucial mistake here, and Hull double their lead with Nikola Jelavic scoring the goal as the Croatian striker beats Willy Caballero. Things went from bad to worse as Livermore whips it across to Michael Dawson, and the former Tottenham center back does extend Hull City's lead to Hull City 3 and Boca Juniors 0. So a horrible start to this game. But we would try to get back into it with Demarai Gray on the ball. He does a fake shot right here, going up against Jake Livermore, beats him for pace on the outside, now cutting to the inside. His first shot goes off the post, but he puts in the rebound to make it Hull City 3 and Boca Juniors 1. So maybe we would be finding a way right back into this game, as I definitely felt like we were the favorites entering into the game, but unfortunately it has not played out like that. We would try to have one last attack with Hector Bellerin having a couple shots. They do get saved. Some great defending by Hull City. Falls to Carlos Tevez, whose shot gets blocked. Just one of those games for Boca Juniors. Had a lot more shots, but Hull City defended very well, and we were not clinical enough, so a very disappointing loss. We do see that we are going to be selling Sebastian Palacios for $2.6 million to Grenadier Footh. I have no idea where that team is or what division they are or anything. But we are looking to sign Toby Alderweireld, as I am looking to upgrade my center back position, as I don't feel like Eric Dyer is good enough for some Champions League type games. I know this is probably an overspend for $26 million plus Munoz, who just made a crucial mistake against Hull City, but I felt like it was worth it, and he's going right into the squad, and his first game is against our rivals, River Plate. River Plate would have the first attack of the game. It's Crime Vitter, the man who seems to always score against us, firing a shot just wide of the post. Insua on the ball, the man who had 2 goals in his last game against River Plate, fake shots around one defender, sees Carlos Tevez, Tevez turns, Tevez has the shot, Carlos Tevez scores, as the 2 goal scorers from the previous game against River Plate link up, and Carlos Tevez gives us the lead early on in this game. Paulo Dybala would look to extend our lead right before halftime in the 45th minute, as he does a fake shot, does another fake shot around another defender, puts his left-footed effort into the top corner of the net, extending our lead, making it Boca Juniors 2 and River Plate 0. So the perfect ending to a very solid first half for Boca Juniors. A 2-0 lead going into halftime. I definitely think we would get all 3 points, and that feeling would get extended as Paulo Dybala runs through one-on-one with the goalie. His shot is saved. Carlos Tevez keeps it in play, fake shots past Bengoni, gives it up to Caicedo, and the Ecuadorian shot beats the River Plate goalkeeper as Boca Juniors extend their lead to 3-0 against River Plate, and that lead would get even further as Gary Medel sees Carlos Tevez, and the Argentine striker is not missing a chance like this, making it Boca Juniors 4, River Plate 0, totally smashing River Plate, and we are playing at such a high level against some good teams. We do still have our lapses in concentration against some poor sides like Hull City, but when we need to put in a solid shift, we can get it almost every time, except against Chelsea for whatever reason. So I am very confident in the Champions League this year, because I do feel like at any moment we can just beat a team 4-1, and even if we lose the next leg by 1 or 2 goals, we're still going to be going through. But before our Champions League game, we do have one last BPL game against QPR. Another game that I feel like we should be winning. And Demarai Gray scores in the 5th minute, so it looks like we will probably be winning, as the English winger has had a very solid season, scoring his 12th goal for the club so far this year, as he's really been solid. I've been training his shooting stats a lot over the past year and a half, and it's definitely been paying off this year. QPR would tie the game with a Poulter shot past Willy Caballero. The Argentine goalkeeper tried to stop it, but unfortunately did not get the ball before the QPR player did, as he does, tuck it into the back of net. And that would be how the first half ends. Cesar Melli plays through Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who plays it back to Nicolas Galazzo in the 90th minute. Boca need a goal right here if they're going to get the 3 points. Caicedo gets the ball, turns, gives it up to Tevez. Tevez goes around Yoon Suk Young, tries to have the shot, but Leroy Fair does intercept it, and that is how the game ends. Do not know how we did not get all 3 points in that game, but it does not matter. This is the big game of today's episode at Wolfsburg, so away goals are going to be crucial. I would definitely take 3 goals no matter what we concede if it's under 3. So Wolfsburg had the first attack of the game as Aaron Hunt whipped it across Ivan Perisic. His header was saved by Willy Caballero. Romero has a strike which is blocked by the Wolfsburg defender, falls to Toby Alderweireld, who fake shots around one defender, has the near post shot, and the Belgian defender, Toby Alderweireld, scores his first goal for his club, in his third game for the club, in his first Champions League game for the club, making it Boca Juniors 1, Wolfsburg 0. The away fans are thrilled, and so am I, as we are taking a 1-0 lead into this game so far. Zuccolini runs through past a couple defenders, gives it off to Gary Medel, whose shot gets saved. Would have another attack right here with Felipe Caicedo playing through Lucas Romero. Some great one-touch passing through to Paulo Dybala. Has a heavy touch, fake shots around, has the shot, gets deflected by 2 men, and it's into the back of the net. I don't know how this ball goes into the back of the net, but I will take it as Paulo Dybala extends our lead to Boca Juniors 2, Wolfsburg 0. He has the shot. It goes off Naldo, and I believe it does go off the other Wolfsburg defender, as that is a great stroke of luck for Boca Juniors. Getting a 2-0 lead into halftime, I'm very pleased with the effort, and I'd really love to get a third goal, even if it did mean we do concede our first goal of the game, as away goals are very important in this tie. Willy Caballero's throw-in does get intercepted by Arnold of Wolfsburg. He plays it back to Kanoke, who plays it outside to the right back Young. Young on the ball goes past Lucas Romero, loses it for a second, gets it back, inside to Villarina, who gives up to Aaron Hunt. Hunt plays through Max Cruz. Cruz takes one touch, has the shot on his weak foot, and Max Cruz scores a wonder goal, getting Wolfsburg right back into the game and into the tie, making it Wolfsburg 1 and Boca Juniors 2. So maybe it isn't completely over for Wolfsburg, as Bruno Zuccolini is on the ball right now, but he's intercepted by Hunt. Hunt looking for his second assist of the game to Cruz. Gary Medel loses that her. Cruz one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and Max Cruz completely misses it. So a huge sigh of relief for the Boca Juniors fans, as now Jonathan Calleri intercepts the goal kick from Benaglio. He sees Carlos Tevez, who's going to tap it into the empty net, and Carlos Tevez doubles our lead, making it Boca Juniors 3, Wolfsburg 1, as the Argentine striker looks to give us one leg into the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and that will wrap it up for this episode of the Boca Juniors Career Mode. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Boca Juniors Career Mode and other FIFA 16 content.